Hello once again YouTube, Chris that I bring here, bringing you some StarMade New and Fleetworks, and today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing some pirate battles, some pirate testing. It's not going to be something crazy, but it's something that I need to do, and I figured I would do it on camera. One of my coworkers has been asking me to fight pirates, so this is a shout out to them. I'm going to be fighting some pirates, so stick around if you want to see that. That is, of course, to my coworker, as well as anyone else that cares to watch my videos and see me fight pirates. But I have a little bit of explaining to do before I get to that point. So, as you can see, there are 3 versions of the Caldari Heron sitting in front of me, all of them different to certain degrees. The first version is the regular Heron. I have fitted some weapons to that, but I will explain that in a second. But this is the regular Caldari Heron hull. This is something that you can get from the StarMade dock. You can download it and put it in your own game and fly it around right now if you so desire. The next version is the Guristas edition color variant. The only thing that has changed is the color of the hull. It should be exactly the same amount of blocks and the same price and everything. That's basically the only thing that's changed. This is a pirate faction variant. It doesn't actually have any different stats, which is good, because really it's just supposed to be a color variant and nothing's supposed to change other than that. And then right here we have a Guristas Infiltrator, which is a very specific NPC from EVE Online. What I am able to do is visit a database full of all the NPCs and all the objects and everything from EVE, and it basically just shares the information that you potentially would want to see. Some of it is not really important, but it does tell me things like how many shields, how much armor, and what type of offensive capabilities a certain ship has, as well as defensive capabilities. All sorts of... it's not the most useful, like, crazy information, but it does get me an idea as to how strong and how capable NPCs are compared to the regular ships that I'm building. So I have created this version of the Caldari Heron. This is the Guristas Infiltrator, which is an NPC that you can find in asteroid belts in EVE Online. And I have fitted it with some missile systems. Now, I'm trying to stick to how EVE handles things. Even though there are 3 high slots, which in turn means 6 turrets, I am only fitting on 4 quote-unquote turrets, because there are only 2 missile hardpoints. So if you could follow that, congratulations. But they're also not even turrets, they're hard mounted onto the hull. The reason I have done that is because this is going to be used as an AI. This is going to be a pirate, and apparently pirates do not move around if they only have turrets on them. They will move around only if they have like a hard mounted weapon, a weapon that's built into their hull that they could activate if they were using a hotbar instead of just, you know, turning on the AI, on their AI self. So, aside from all that redundancy, I figured, you know, it would just be better if the ships actually moved and seemed like, you know, living people that were flying and moving a ship around. So, hard-mounted turrets it is. Ooh, it appears I'm missing a block. That's not good. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to save the ship again just for 1 missing block. That's just freaking great. That's lovely. No, there's a few. It looks like there's a few. Alright, well, that's something I'll have to take into account. But anyway, real quick, I'll come over here and show you the armaments. And I believe I'm already in this ship. I believe, yes, I am. I'll show you the armaments. I have 4 cannons, each of them 4 blocks long, with 100% overdrive effect. So 4 times 4 is 16. 16 cannon blocks worth of damage, plus 100% overdrive. I have no idea how much damage that actually is. I could probably tell. Let's go find it. Cannon, 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 cannon. Where is it? I don't know. I don't know. Antimatter cannon. System collective. DPS is 160. So that sounds good to me for a ship this size. And there is also a missile system installed. 4 missile blocks per barrel. 100% overdrive effect, 50% beam computer effect, right? And there are 2 of those barrels on the ship. So this is something that you could potentially fit to your ship when you download my future turret systems that I'll be releasing, right? You'll be able to download them, you'll be able to put them on your ship as either a turret or as a hard-mounted addition to the hull, right? And this is something that you'll be able to do potentially yourself. I have no idea if this will be a good turret or a bad turret, or, you know, a powerful or a weak turret. It all depends on when I actually get to creating the turret systems and figuring out what, you know, numbers work well for a bad turret and a good turret, and one that does more damage than the other. It all depends on when I get there. But this seems to be doing well so far, this number of systems for a ship. So another thing I want you guys to take note of is the shields and something like the thrust. So I have almost 13,000 shields on this ship with 517 regen per second. As for thrust, I have 1171.1 over 571. So that's about a 2-to-1 thrust to mass ratio. If I jump off this ship and jump into the Garistas Infiltrator, which is the pirate ship that I have created, you will see that the shields on this ship are, I believe, about 1/4. 3,283 shields with 44 regen per second. That is phenomenally low. Like, that is a significant difference in terms of shield capacity and regen. We went from 517 regen to 44 regen. So what I've done is I've gone onto a database online and found out stats for all of these ships. All of the NPC ships are available there. Friend, foe, it doesn't matter, they're all there. There's all sorts of information there, and I can find out just how powerful these ships really are, because you can't really figure this out simply by playing Eve and, you know, so happen to run into the specific ship that I want. That would just be too much work. So I'm really happy that there's this database that I can visit and get this information. Another thing you should note is the thrust is significantly different. It's 2638.8 over 664.4. So I believe that's almost a 4-to-1 thrust to mass ratio. Almost. It's significantly faster on the acceleration. It would appear that pirate ships, or at least the frigates, I don't know about the other ones, are much faster at accelerating. So, or not accelerating, that's StarMade. In Eve, they're faster in general. So, I mean, in reality, to be completely honest, this should have even a higher thrust to mass ratio. It should be something like 6,000 thrust for 700 mass or something crazy like that. It's nuts. But I can't fit that many thrusters into this ship. In fact, this ship is completely packed with stuff. So, as for the weapon systems, there are 3 active cannon blocks attached to the cannon computer with, I believe, lock-on with a 33% chance. 33%. Actually, I could just look at it. For each cannon system, there is 3 active blocks, 1 beam computer attached with 1 block, and 1 piercing effect with 1 block attached. So 33% support, 33% for effect. That's because the Garistas Infiltrator in Eve deals kinetic damage, and piercing effect is the closest I can get to kinetic damage in StarMade. So I decided to attach that computer and give these missiles a bit of kinetic damage boost. So, what are we doing? We're gonna see just how well this ship does, because things like the shields, the hull, and the structure have all been weakened. So you obviously know that the shields are lowered. You can also see that the entirety of the hull almost is made out of basic hull. And that's because currently, when you attack a pirate station or something like that, pirates spawn in numbers. Like, they just keep coming, they swarm you, and then eventually you may actually get killed, especially if you're a newbie. What is the purpose of my ship? The purpose is that you're going to be able to attack tons of ships at once, tons of them, and still kick their ass. That's basically the premise, is because frankly, that's what I would rather see. I would rather see some really cool epic space battle between a whole bunch of ships instead of potentially getting wiped out by a few stronger ships. And, you know, especially for somebody that's, like, new and doesn't really know, these ships should be something that they're capable of taking out, because chances are they're going to put more weapons on here than what I am on my little ship. So, what we are going to do is we are going to go over here, and I should have probably given myself a camera. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to go back. I'm going to admin warp. I am not near the shop. There's the Caldari Rogue, by the way. In case you're wondering, and in case you want to, follow me on Twitch if you want to see me work on that stuff. If you follow me on Twitch and you have an email alert, you'll be able to get an email notification as soon as I start streaming, and that's pretty much the best way you can handle that. So let's throw on a camera right there. It's hopefully not going to get completely annihilated in the first few seconds. I will also take this camera and save it for later in case that one gets blown up. And then we are going to fight. Where should we fight? I have absolutely no idea. There's some empty space over here. So let's see what this sector looks like. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. I think we can fight here. Alright, so slash spawn mobs. Oh god. Heron. Gristus. Infiltrator. 1, -1. Did I do it? No. We're actually going to spawn 3 of them. And we're going to start fighting now. So, they should be capable of shooting their missiles. They actually did quite a bit of damage to me already. But I am doing just as much damage to them. Now, the thing about them is that even though they have lock-on missiles, I am already through their hull. And I am damaging them significantly. If I so desire... Wow, look at that damage! That is way more than I anticipated. I think the hardest hull on the ship is the glass. Wow. Utterly they are slowly taking down my shields, but look, I'm already through this guy's shields. If I really wanted to, I could target his individual turret systems and disable them as well. But look how fast I am chewing through. I'm gonna lock on with some missiles and probably blow this guy away. And his core's overheating. Look at that! Look at that! Now, keep in mind, I still have two ships coming after me. And they're shooting at me, but they're not taking out my shields. Now, keep in mind, as well, that these are exploration ships. These are not ships designed for combat. So let's come down here to this ship over here, and then we'll inspect the damage afterwards. This is actually kind of fun. I should do this more often. So I'm starting to hit this guy. His shields are down at 67%, 52%, 38%, 23%. This almost feels just as fast as it would in Eve. Because you can take out these things really fast in Eve. If I want, let's take out some of these turrets. Oh, I've disabled the connection to the missile system. So now it's shooting a beam, which is probably not the way we want it to be handling itself right now, but that's okay. Oh my god. What just happened? Did I actually just get ejected? No fucking way! No shit. They actually blew me out of the core. Wow, that must have been the missiles. So look, they are a threat still. They are a threat. But so am I. You know, I took down that one pretty fast. Maybe I should weaken the turrets or something. I don't know. Oh, look, now I'm dead. I don't know how I got ejected from the core. I've never had that happen to me before. I got ejected from the core. What? You lost faction points for dying. 4. I wasn't expecting to die. I honestly was not expecting to die. So what that tells me is that I need to actually turn down the capabilities of the weapon systems. Maybe I oh, God. Maybe I shouldn't have 3 missile... Like, that's... I don't know. That's just... I can't believe it actually killed me, but what can I say? That's missile systems with lock-on for you. There wasn't anything else for the missiles to lock onto, so I guess it kind of makes sense that they completely owned me instead of, you know, shooting at other parts of my ship like a turret system. But there you have it. I fought the pirates, I killed one, I almost killed the other, then I died. That was kind of fun. Tell you what, I will continue this in a separate episode. Consider this part 1, and we'll do some more testing in the next part. But for now, thanks for watching. I will see what I can come up with for, you know, adjustments to that ship. Primarily just turning down the weapon systems. I want to be able to take out 3 of them pretty easily, and they killed me pretty fast, so that needs to be changed. But once that is, I will continue the testing in the future, and we'll see if we can kick their asses that time. But thanks for watching anyway. If you want to see me work on this stuff during streams, again, follow me on Twitch. You'll receive email notifications if you have that turned on. I don't even know if you have to turn it on. I thought you should. I thought you had to. I'm not sure. So do that. Do everything. Leave your feedback down below, and I will see you guys next time.